Welcome to a story set in Philippi, a Roman colony in Macedonia. This was a city of veterans, gold mines, and high-stakes trade. In a world dominated by men, one woman commanded respect through the sheer brilliance of her work. Imagine her workshop, the air thick with the scent of dye.
No, the saturation is not deep enough. She'd say boil the murex shells longer. I want a purple so rich it looks like a sunset trapped in wool. The senators in Rome will settle for nothing less.
This was Lydia, a seller of purple. In the ancient world, that dye was more valuable than silver. It was the color of royalty, the color of power. Lydia had traveled from her home city of Thyatira to build an empire of fabric. She was wealthy, influential, and an outsider who had made it on her own terms. Lydia had everything the Roman world said she should want: success, a large household, financial independence. But when the Sabbath came, she wasn't found in the bustling marketplace or the grand temples of Jupiter and Mars.
Instead, she'd instruct her household, pack the prayer shawls. We are going to the river.
Philippi didn't even have a synagogue, which required at least 10 men to establish. So, a small group of women gathered by the Ganges River, just outside the city gates. They were looking for a truth that money couldn't buy, a connection the Roman gods couldn't offer. One Sabbath morning, 3 travelers appeared on the riverbank. They looked dusty, tired, and completely out of place.
One of them, a man named Paul, approached them. "Peace be with you," he said. "We heard this was a place of prayer. May we speak?"
Lydia and the women welcomed them. "Please, sit, we are listening."
Paul didn't talk about Roman politics or Greek philosophy. He talked about a man from Nazareth. He talked about a cross, an empty tomb, and a grace that was free to all, rich and poor, Jew and Greek. As Lydia listened, a profound thought must have crossed her mind.
A God who chose to die ... for us. Not a God who demands our service, but a God who serves.
The Bible says the Lord opened her heart to pay attention to what Paul was saying. As she glanced at her own purple-dyed fabrics drying in the sun nearby, she realized she had finally found the one thing she couldn't manufacture, the one true value she couldn't trade. Her response was immediate and decisive. "If you have judged me to be faithful to the Lord," she told Paul
and his companions, "come into my house and stay."
Paul hesitated. "Lydia, we are many travelers, and our presence often brings complications with the authorities."
She insisted. "I did not ask if it was convenient. I said, come into my house."
Lydia didn't just become a believer. She became a cornerstone. Her home became the first headquarters for the Christian movement in all of Europe. She took her incredible business skills, her logistics, her resources, her network, and put them all at the service of this new, vibrant faith. The complications Paul warned about happened almost immediately. He and his companion Silas were beaten and thrown into a Philippian prison. The city was in an uproar. For a prominent businesswoman like Lydia, hosting these troublemakers was a massive risk. It could ruin her reputation and destroy her business.
Imagine the panic in her household. A servant rushing in, "Mistress, they have arrested the teachers. The magistrates are angry. We should bar the doors if they find them linked to your house. You could lose everything."
But Lydia's faith was firm. "I have spent my life selling the color of royalty to men who think they are kings," she replied calmly. "I am no longer afraid of them. Prepare the guest rooms. When they are released and they will be released, they will find a table waiting for them here."
And they were released. After a miraculous earthquake shook the prison, Paul and Silas were set free. And the very first place they went? Straight to the house of Lydia. There they met with the new believers, encouraged them, and then moved on to the next city, leaving a small, resilient community in their wake. The church at Philippi would become Paul's most beloved and supportive congregation, the only one to financially support him throughout his travels. And it all started with a successful businesswoman by a river who knew how to recognize true value when she saw it. Lydia's story proves that the call of faith isn't just for the poor and marginalized, but also for the successful and influential. She was the first European convert, a powerful woman who turned her home into a sanctuary and her success into a legacy that echoes through history. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, please like and subscribe for more.